Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm not sure what I want to do today. I had the idea to do viewer challenges, but for now I don't have any. So if you want to go ahead and challenge me, feel free. Uh, the Daily Rapid Arena is actually starting right now. Of course, I don't have time to play the whole thing, but maybe that would be good to jump into. Also, the Daily Blitz Arena is in the middle. Yeah, I can late join the Daily Blitz Arena just for some games before viewer challenges. All right. So here I am in the Daily Blitz. I've joined. I'm just waiting for a pairing. All right. Here we go. So against a 1946. My Blitz rating has jumped up quite a bit in the past couple of weeks. I'm fairly pleased with that. So my opponent's playing the Nimzo. I'll just play what I've normally been playing, Queen C2. Bring my knight out. I'm just gonna take here and play E3. Oh, interesting. He wants to take back with a knight. That's probably fine. I kind of want to play A3 here, just to force him to maybe take back with the bishop, or at least, or maybe give me the bishop pair. I feel like that's a good tempo. All right, so now I'll take here. And now I can bring my bishop outside of the pawn chain and then develop my light square bishop. I'm not sure if it wants to be here or here. Actually, g3 and bishop g2 makes more sense, I think, because the knight's controlling d3, and bishop e2 doesn't look all that appealing. So g3, bishop g2. I've just allowed this move. I just realized. So queen c1 would be necessary. We could trade queens also. Actually, if I take his queen, he takes mine, and I go bishop here. I can take his knight. Yeah, that seems good. Seems like he missed that. Unless I'm missing something. So I go bishop here. He's got two knights hanging and a rook. Oh, I can't save my own rook. But I take his rook, he takes mine, and he's still gonna have issues here, right? Maybe not. So only this knight is gonna be hanging. This knight's just kind of misplaced, right? I can't really trap it. All right, just bring my bishop back. It's like no matter where I move it, this knight's gonna be able to attack it. Eric asks, "Hey, Happy New Year, man! Thanks." Maybe I'll go here. He has to move this knight, and he can't win a tempo on the bishop now. Any of these other squares, the knight would have been able to attack it. Okay, he's attacking this pawn. I'll just move it. And I think combined with e3, this knight's going to have trouble. Like, if I play e3, where does this knight get out? Like, how does the knight leave my territory here? I don't have to respond to this. Oh, he's taking this pawn. Oh, no. Okay. But again, where's that knight going? I think he's having long-term problems here with this knight. Maybe this knight comes in to support it, but after like bishop here, I get two pieces for the rook. Oh, he's got this square for the moment. Let's go here. Just trying to develop, I guess. It's this square now. The bishop's got 2 jobs at the moment, but I can just push here, right? It should work. It's kind of tense here with his knights in my territory. Alright, so now he's got this square. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. I guess I can just take here, I can go here to tie the knight down, right? And then king here is next. So the knight actually had this square momentarily. It doesn't anymore. So he's a pawn up, but his minor pieces are kind of shaky over here. So if anybody wants to play against me, yesterday I was giving some kind of rating restriction. No rating restrictions today. So, okay, starting to do this. Okay, they just pull the bishop back. No, then he has this move. Let's come back here. Still this threat. I only have a minute left. He's got a 2-to-1 edge on the clock, so I should play fast here. I don't know how easy this is going to win, even if I do end up winning the 2 pieces for the rook. Let's try this. What time could control? Anything 5 minutes and up. With the longest probably being 15 minutes. So we've got 2 pieces for the rook and a potential pass pawn here. So yeah, I just need to play fast and make sure I don't lose on time. Maybe reroute and go this way. I've also got the bishop pair. It's also always nice. My idea is to go bishop here. Oh, that's a free rook. That was a blunder. Blunder and a half, really. I just beat a 1946. Are you kidding me? Wow. I'm feeling really sharp in the past couple of weeks. I don't know what happened to my chess in the last week and a half or 2 weeks, but man, I've been on this winning streak like crazy. Not to put the cart before the horse. I mean, I still have a bunch of games to play this stream, but yeah, I'm feeling confident about my chess lately. Eddie Barber, hey, welcome to Chess with Chris. So yeah, anyone in the chat wants to challenge me, and we can play. Otherwise, I'll just go back to the tournament. So still haven't received any viewer challenges. No rating limits. Don't feel shy if you don't feel like you're a very strong player. You can learn a lot by playing, someone higher than you. And if you're stronger than me, then by all means, challenge me. I want to learn something, right? Like if you're better than me, even better for me, right? Because I get to learn something. But yeah, barring that, I think I'll just go back to the tournament and get another auto pairing here. All right. Anyone know how to capture your games on Lichess to stream? to stream. Well, I'm not sure I understand the question, Eddie Barber. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, unless you mean something different. Like Lichess saves every game that you've ever played. They're all saved into your profile, so if you want to review them later. Okay, Eric asked was wanting to play a 10-minute game. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the tournament, and then we'll go back. You're trying to stream like me. Yeah, there's a program called OBS that you need to learn. So, yeah, there's lots of tutorials on YouTube. All right, Eric. Good luck, have fun. All right, so we're playing a 10-minute game with no increment. Eric is a 1500 player. Let's see how established his rating is. He's 56 games is rapid, and he's played 29 classical games and not too many blitz. All right, so d4, d5, I always play the Queen's Gambit. You're having trouble getting the OBS. Yeah, yeah, so all I can recommend is to go on YouTube and watch all the OBS videos you can find. Are you on Mac or Windows? Because it is much easier on Windows. OBS for Mac is not as easy to use. So I think actually the strongest move here is e4, but e3 has a nice trick if black tries to defend the pawn. So we'll see how that works. Yeah, Windows is fairly straightforward. There's not too much to set up. So it's good that black didn't try to defend this pawn. Because otherwise he gets into trouble. b5, a4, and if you try to defend, you know, you get really massacred here on the queen side. All right, developing his knights before his bishops. I like this plan. This is good. I'm gonna go ahead and follow suit. Just prepare to castle. I mean, I'm already ready to castle, whereas he hasn't prepared to develop his dark square bishop yet. I assume he'll move his light square bishop. Although I gotta say bishop e6 is not my favorite move for black here. And why is my music stopped? Let's go ahead and get that going again. So with bishop e3, he's giving himself a double isolated e-pawn after I take, right? He can only take back with the f-pawn, so these pawns are going to be very weak the entire game. Quite a permanent weakness. I end up giving up my light square bishop, but I'm happy to do that for the double isolated pawns. Hey, Fonza, Happy New Year. All right, I'm going to go ahead and castle. Boy, it was a roller coaster ride. I meant to start streaming much earlier today at like 1 o'clock instead of 2:30, but I came downstairs and my computer, it felt like it completely died. Like I didn't know. It was like, you know, really bad memories from a month ago when my old computer died, and yeah, I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my god, am I going to be able to stream? So I called for tech support, and they told me I needed to remove a battery from my motherboard to reset it. So I did that, and everything worked fine. So I'm happy to have to fix that issue. Happy to be streaming. Happy for 2019. I guess most of you know I started streaming in 2018, so 2018 was a good year for me. I'm happy to have gotten this new hobby off to a good start. Streaming chess. I wish you to become a chess beast this year. Yeah, thanks. I hope so too. All right. Castling queenside. That's exciting. With the half open c file, right? My rook could end up getting on c1 and menacing his king. I'm not sure. Although the king side seemed better for him because he has the automatic open f file for his rook. Castling into this, bring his rook here. Might have been a better choice, but this is the more exciting choice, right? Castling queenside is always fun. I kind of like the idea of e4 threatening e5. Just trying to decide if it works tactically because he takes here, and then after e5 he can actually take here with check, and then take here. Yeah, it doesn't work. So e4 he takes, And then e5, he takes here with check, and then he takes my pawn. Yeah, so I lose 2 pawns in that variation. That's not good. Hey, Swagod. So happy to have gotten that computer problem fixed. I'm just noticing knight g5 actually threatens a nice fork. How does he defend against that? I'm not sure. His knight can't go here to defend this square, and he can't move. Like if he moves his queen, I still fork both of his rooks. Yeah, I think knight g5 would be good here. Let's try that. I'm already a beast, just waiting beauty to join me. I'm not sure I want to be your beauty to your beast. No, we'll both be beasts. We'll make our own beast club. Chess beast club. Yeah, so this is a difficult problem to solve. I'm not seeing a solution right now. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for the song request, Fonza. Hopefully it plays. Yeah, so I'm not sure what else to say about this position. Normally, I would be thinking about like moving my bishop and moving my rook, but he already has this weak area, having castle queenside. This just seemed like the right idea. Any chess plan in 2019? Yes, Fonza. Actually, I'm going to start playing. I have a general goal. I'm not sure which tournament I'm going to start out with, but I definitely want to get back into slow over the board tournament chess for the first time in like 8-9 years. Shaq Holzig, Happy New Year. Thanks. Yeah, so I'm going to start getting into serious over the board chess again, which I haven't played in many years. So that's my goal for 2019. I really want to know like what my legit rating would be if I gave it my all into tournament chess. So I'm starting over in a new state basically. Like I don't know anyone who plays chess here. About 8 years ago, I moved to a new state in the U.S. For a job, and I left behind all of the tournaments and stuff that I used to play in my old state, and all of the opponents that I was used to. So I stopped playing tournament chess. But I think I'm ready to start again here in Ohio. You live 30 minutes away from me. Yeah. I think we established that earlier on Twitter, right, Swagod? Alfonso says my plan is to reach 2,300. I need to turn my headphones down. I think maybe this music is a little bit loud. I'm going to turn this down just slightly. My plan is to reach 2,300 in Bullet and start playing Elite Bullet Arena so I could show teeth to Grandmasters. I'm about 2,200 now. Now, the Elite Bullet Arena, don't you need to be a titled player? I don't think 2,300 gives you a title, does it? Okay, here I can just take the knight. I don't think that actually helps his cause. Because after knight takes, I still have this fork. And the queen trade doesn't help him. Yeah, I'm not sure this was the best answer. He probably should have just sacked the exchange and prepared a kingside attack. Because the one thing I noticed about this knight g5 move is that I'm planning to give away my kingside defender, right? So the double-edgedness of this is that, he could have a kingside attack pretty easily with something like knight g4. But yeah, giving away his knight that's defending his queenside doesn't seem right. Because I still have this fork threatening. So after queen takes pawn, I'm still forking. If he tries to trade queens, I'm just going to take back with the knight so as to not let the rook move anywhere. Although, okay, after the queen trade, if I take back with the knight, he can just move one of his rooks and there's no more fork. Okay. So now I see the point of this, but losing a piece is worse than losing the exchange. So he should have sacrificed the exchange, developed his, prepared to develop his dark square bishop, and attack me on the king side. So no, there's a titled arena and then there's an elite arena. Those are different arenas, but in elite arena grandmasters also play. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I can take back here. Or I can take back here. I think this is more principled. Because taking back here doesn't offer me any advantage. I mean, he can still just move his rook and get out of the fork. Yeah, so let's just go here. Since I'm a piece up, I don't mind trading rooks, so it's totally fine. Oh, Hebrew. Hey, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. One of my VIPs. Yeah, I heard you. You were saying that you're no longer in the army as of Christmas. So congratulations. Congratulations on your newfound free time. Happy you can spend some of that free time with me. So Swag God, have you ever played any local tournaments in Ohio? Like, have you ever played any tournament chess in Ohio? I'm curious what the scene is like. I mean, I haven't really seen anything in this area. I haven't looked, haven't had any interest until recently. So, no tournaments, just a local chess club. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a chess club somewhat close to me that I could probably drive to. Like, there's a chess club that meets every Tuesday night that plays quads. The Parma Chess Club, I guess, is close to me. I mean, it's not that close, but I can drive there. So I haven't been to that, but I think that's where I might want to start my whole rated chess journey. Sounds like some Indian name. Yeah, it might be Fonza. I think Ohio is the name that the Indians gave to a river or something nearby. Yeah, I don't really know that history well. I'm not from the state, so. Zeitgeist Movement says you should have taken with the knight, then you could have threatened his knight and a fork. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if he just moved his rook, then I would have taken his knight. Oh, I didn't consider that. That's okay. I'm already up a piece. Oh, whoa, and he just let me take another one. What is this move about? Oh, he's trying to defend his pawn, but his knight's hanging. Okay. That's another tactical misslip here. So now I'm up 2 pieces. Okay, just bring my knight back. No issues. All right, now the deal is just don't get low on time and try to do some more trades. Fonza says, if I am Indian, my Indian name would be Passed Pawn. Oh boy. Okay, so I want to play like e4 just to get my bishop out. Get my rook active. He's throwing his pawns at me. I like that he's still fighting. He's not giving up just because he's down material. This is good. All right, he's hitting my knight. Put my knight in the center, I guess. Maybe it deserves to be over here defending the king. I don't know. Probably not here. Should be fine. I watch a lot of Western movies. Hero says Ohio is one of my favorite states. How does... See, that statement just baffles me because I know you're from like Norway or Finland or something. Like, how do you have a favorite state? Is it just because I live here? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me it's just because I live here. It's the Buckeye state. Yeah. Buckeye, I think Buckeye is the name of some kind of nut, but it's also, or a tree, or the tree, or the nut from that tree. But it's also a nice candy with like peanut butter and chocolate. You just like where it's placed. Aha. That's actually a good comment here, Rick, because something I've noticed, I've lived in a bunch of different states. It is kind of far north, right? So you have the only really natural disaster like that looms over Ohio is the occasional blizzard. We don't get earthquakes like the West might. We don't get hurricanes like the South and East do, and we don't get droughts because we're right next to big lakes. So yeah, really the threat of a blizzard is really the only issue that you have in Ohio. So yeah, if you're gonna pick a natural disaster, maybe blizzard is one of those that it's not the worst. I'm not sure. I used to live in Texas, and we always had droughts and hurricanes threaten us. And then in North Carolina, there were also hurricanes. And then I lived in Michigan, which is similar to Ohio, where it's basically just blizzards. And now I'm here. All right, so G3 is kind of threatening to take H2. I think I can just play H3. Or, yeah, I don't really want to take and open up the H file, so I'll just play H3 here. If he takes this way, I can take back with the bishop. I should be defending. No issues here.
Great Savayuri, I cheered with 1 bits. I only get these things by watching ads XD.
Gritziv, thanks so much for that. I know your ad watching time is you have a choice where to give your ad watching bits, so I appreciate you landing that here. That's nice of you. Okay, so king e7. I guess he's stepping away from my rook. So what should I do here? I could hit this pawn, bring my knight back. Seems okay. Let's try that. Michigan is also cool because its terrain is close to the Finlands. Aha. All right, so pawn up. I think he's in time pressure. I'm just trying to make moves, probably. I don't know what the point of that move is, really. It just kind of blocked off his bishop from my king side, which is not really what I think he wanted to be able to attack this way somehow. All right, I'm going to go knight here. Threaten this, threaten this. Okay, and he's out of time. Good game, Eric asks. If I could offer you some quick tips here. Taking the pawn is reasonable, especially because you didn't try to hang on to it, but you did kind of surrender control of the center by taking that. So that's why I play c4. So it's not terrible, but I gotta say I really disagree with bishop e6. Creating the double isolated pawns here was not good for you. And then castling queenside I disagree with. I think maybe bishop g6 and bishop g7 followed by castling queenside would have been much better. Easier to defend. And then, you know, that file is a natural half open file anyway for your rook. So castling, bringing your rook to that file automatically would have been nice. As it stands, castling queenside, I have the half open file on the c file, so I'm not sure if that's very good. And then, of course, you walked into this thing with bishop knight g5 after castling queenside. So just tactically, castling queenside doesn't work at this moment. So if you wanted to castle queenside, you would have had to prepare it a little bit further by developing your bishop and getting your rook to the f file first. And then here, I don't think this is the best response to this threat. I think you needed to do something like, well, you could have. You can't start with this, but maybe just like, yeah, you really need to develop your bishop. So I think I would have played g6 here as black, gone here, moved my queen. I'm not sure where you want to move your queen. Although, man, maybe my advice is bad here actually, because I'm not seeing how you connect your rooks fast enough. Because I'm taking this rook for free basically, so you can't. So maybe you respond to this by moving your queen, then you go here and move this rook. I take this rook and go back, and then you try to repair the damage. Because being down a rook for a piece is better for you than just being down a piece. So yeah. And then of course I messed up, like someone in chat said. I should have taken back with the knight because I have 2 threats, not just one. So yeah. But this simplified, and then I guess you missed that your knight was still attacked. Yeah, I would have centralized my knight here. So then from here on out, I think he played fine. You know, trying to attack me on the king side might have been the right idea. I just think I was there to defend. My pieces were there to defend, so it wasn't a big issue. But yeah, good game, Eric. It's a triple fork unless I play 95. Yeah, but the triple fork is better for you than 95. So 95 is you're just down a piece. Being down the exchange is better than being down a piece. All right, so I've got 2 more challenges. Let's keep going on here. So Miska 1 wants to play 5-5, and he's next in line. The Yuri is wanting to play 3-0 Racing Kings game. I don't play variant, so I'm going to decline that. So I'll go ahead and play against Miska 1 here. So good luck, have fun, Miska. He's playing d4. I'm going to start with c6. Yeah, no Racing King, sorry. Good loss, exactly what you needed. Yeah, make sure to analyze that with the computer. The computer might actually find some tactics that even I missed, of course. I mean, I'm not perfect. All right, so now we're playing just a Slav defense. But I'll probably transpose into semi-Slav with e6. Yeah. So now we're in a semi-Slav, and it's up to white as to which version of the semi-Slav we're playing now. E3 would be the Moran. Bishop f4, that's not considered one of the best moves, I think, in the semi-Slav. Usually bishop g5 or queen c2 or e3 is played here. So I'm not sure what's wrong with bishop f4. It looks like a perfectly reasonable move to me, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. No matter how you turn, yes, this you back. I like that, Fonza. Okay, so now with e3, your bishop can't come back to deal with this knight. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pin here, and I'm wanting to go knight here and queen here to put a lot of pressure on this knight. Okay, now queen here. So now knight here is not possible because you can just take it. Although pawn here, he can't take back there, right? Because I take here. So he's not winning a pawn or anything. And then he has to move his knight. Right? Because after queen takes, this is a fork. Like, although king up defends. So maybe he can win a pawn. But his king gets stuck in the center. Oh, this is a 5-5 game. Okay. So I can't think for too long on any one move, but I do have 5 seconds every move. So I think I'm going to take here. Maybe I'll play knight here. So again, more pressure on this knight. I'm also threatening to take this bishop. I'm expecting him to take here. Yeah, that's what he does. Okay, so now pawn takes here is a natural move, letting out my light square bishop. I'm not seeing any reason to go c takes, so just go here. So knight here is coming, castles. They go castle first. Castles, what do I do after this? Probably just knight up. Yeah. His knight's not pinned anymore, so that's good. It's good that he castled. What's the command? I think it's like song list. Not, there you go. So I think now the bishop has to come all the way back. It's a little bit unfortunate. I don't want to give up the bishop pair. Bishop pair is my advantage right now. Oh, I put Moobot back in my channel recently, and I got to turn some things off because yeah, SR is not a thing for Moobot anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fix that, as long as it's not my move. Okay, so I have a list of custom commands, and one of those is SR. So I already have uptime on the new bot, so I don't need both bots. YouTube and Discord, don't need these. Okay. White can start a minority attack. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It looks like that's what he's doing. Queen a6 looks logical here. Hitting squares, hitting a bunch of weak light squares in his camp. He doesn't have the light square bishop any longer. Queen a6 almost feels out of the game, though. If he starts attacking on the king side, I might get a little bit worried. But for the moment, that's not an issue. Still want to play knight f6. I'm kind of behind in development here, so I need to catch up. Song sounds really creepy as a choral. Does it? It's just a choir song. I don't know. So yeah, 3 people have to vote to skip in order to skip a song. So so if 3 people agree with you, Gritsev, then you guys will be doing that. Oh wow. 3 people did. Nice. It's nice to see you guys using that in the Okay, so what do you guys Okay, the voting to skip thing, should be All right, why are you guys voting to skip this already? You guys are just trying to get to your own song requests. So I guess he wants to play g5 here, or sorry, b5. Misanthrope feels bullied. I guess those were your requests. All right. Yeah, I guess the music is going to have to be a little bit more popular-ish before it'll get past the skip filter. Because now everybody knows about the skip filter, which has been there since the start. Like, I've never had song requests without skip, but I guess you guys are just now learning about it. That's okay. Everyone skips Fonz's songs. I don't know. Alta 4 Pro, hey, welcome. One of the few subscribers that I have. I'm playing against viewers today, so I have quite the queue. There's three different people waiting to play me right now. Okay, so b5, I have to respond to that. I think queen b6. It's almost necessary. If he takes the pawn, I have to take here. It weakens d5. I could also consider queen a5. That way, if he takes, I can go pawn takes, but then I got a weak c6 pawn. So queen a5. Oh, I only have 36 seconds. Wow. Okay, let's go here. I'm not sure how I got so low on time. It's crazy. That's a good move. Miska's playing really well, I gotta say. Maybe I should have played for c5, actually. Yeah, maybe I think I should have played c5 earlier instead of rook here. I didn't have enough time to really think about that. c5 would have been good. I'm losing d5, though. I would have to prepare it. Alright, gotta play the obvious moves quickly. Alright, there's only one choice here. I can still play for c5, though. I gotta worry about the d5 pawn. He's got 2 on it right now. It's no good. Yeah, thanks Alta for. I do have to watch my time here. I want to get my knight to c4. That would be really good to block things off with this pawn. Like he's going to try to attack this weak pawn, but I can stick a knight here. That'll help. Let's go here. Alright, looks like he missed a fork here. So I'm winning the exchange. It's not the end of the world, though. Okay, so now I'm up at the exchange and a pawn. My dark squares are really weak around my king side, but I'm not sure how he takes advantage of that immediately. Alright, he's invading with his queen. I gotta stop that nonsense. Being material up, of course, queen trade is good on the list of things that I want to accomplish in this position. So, yeah, he avoids that wisely. Centralize the queen now. I'm hitting 2 things. As we take his pawn. Okay, I think what I should do now is just like push a pawn here or something. Maybe I'll go like this. Let's keep an eye on this square. I don't really like how he's invading my stuff, but maybe I have threats here. Okay, so now I'm just pushing this pawn. I don't see how he makes progress with his kingside attack. I want to go here, maybe. Or perhaps here. Okay, now he's starting to go here, and that would be really bad news. So I have to prevent that. Queen here, I think is necessary. So I'm defending this square, basically, with this, being on this diagonal is really important to my king's safety. Okay, so we'll come back this way. I can't take the rook, right, because of queen here. So I've dropped this pawn. Alright. So attack his queen. Keep pushing past pawns. Trading queens would be really nice here. Now the king safety issues are not so bad. It's an Ohio song. That's nice. Thanks to whoever requested this. Alright, good game, Miska. Alright. So I defended his little kingside attack. It wasn't little, actually. It was deadly, right? Like, if I hadn't defended this diagonal when I did, he would have checkmated me for sure. But yeah, the pass pawns ended up being decisive, along with the fact that I have an extra exchange. I think when his queen and rook were here, he should have taken a pawn when he could have. Sometimes those extra pawns can really mean the difference. Earlier in the game, as I recall, like he had his queen and rook here, and he could have just taken the a7 with his rook. Yeah, that would have been a good plan. And also, like, using the queen and rook on this file to fight for the pass pawn here by like putting both pieces, like interrupting the communication between the rook and the pawn would have been good. But yeah, that was not easy for me to win. Even being the exchange up, if he had fought for the pawns a little bit better. But yeah, let's move on. Nicely played, Miska. Otherwise, losing the exchange there was just like a knight fork oversight, and then yeah, I think the rest was just maybe focusing too much on the king and not on the pawns, which actually won me the game. All right. Okay, so CDDC is next in line. Do we know who this is? CDDC? Can you say hi in chat? I don't recognize this name. Is this someone? Let's see. Maybe I can catch up on chat really quick. Oh, you guys have been chatting quite a bit. Twitch doesn't verify. I work for Twitch, actually, and I need your email and password. Thank you for cooperating. Swag God. Come on, man. I know you're joking around, but that's almost pushing the limit. Neil Young has an Ohio song. Okay, so that must have been Must have been who requested that. All right, we're talking about songs. Okay. So CDDC, I'm not sure who this is. Oh, here we go. I'm not expecting a Queen A6 in the game. Okay, so DCDC 1974. That must be you. Okay. So it's your turn, CDDC. Yeah, you've only played a few games here, but I guess I don't mind. All right, E6. Going for the Nimzo. Yeah, the extended version. I forget the minutes, the number of minutes that's it's limited to. It might be 10 minutes. So he's playing the Queen's Indian defense, which is solid. And this is a 5-1, so I need to play a little bit faster compared to last game. I need to defend my E-pawn. He's attacking it, petting the defender. Okay, I think I'll play F3, just defend it even more. Okay, knight A6 is surprising. Not sure what that's about. I'm tempted to just take it off and give him the G file. I can always castle queenside. Let's see how that works. He goes check. Ah, so he's got this trick to win the piece back without sacrificing the isolated pawns. Yeah, I didn't see that. All right. So apparently he's familiar with this opening. He knows quite a bit about what's going on here. He's got the bishop pair already. So I'll go here. He takes back. Let's offer a queen trade. See what happens. Yeah, Fonzo was warning me about bishop h6. Yeah, whoops. I'm not really familiar with the Queen's Indian all that much. I've never seen knight h6 there. I've also never seen f5. I gotta say. I guess I could have won a pawn, right? Just taking here, rather than queen d2. Like this pawn was hanging, but my king's still in the center. I need to castle first, probably. So he's thinking for the first time here. You know that idea well as white in the Nimzo Larsen. That's interesting. All right, so king takes the only move. So we've equalized on the clock. It's good news. So he's defending this pawn actually by castling. All right, I'm gonna hit the bishop. See what happens. Do need to get developed. Get my last piece off the back rank. Let's do that now. Okay, so I've got pretty decent center control. He's got the good rook here. I think I'll challenge that rook now. He's playing quickly again. Let's go over here. That's annoying. I just develop my other rook, I guess. No, because the rook's tied down to this. Guess I have to go here. Oh, hey, Bertrout. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, Knight on the Rim. I don't really understand that. Support my pawns. Then it's not really going anywhere. You have to kind of go back this way, right? I wish you to become a better streamer than Chris. Oh, come on. Fonzo, that's not nice. Bertrout's actually a great streamer. I enjoy watching his stream. Jeez, what a thing to say. Okay, taking here gives us both isolated e-pawns. I'm not sure if that's worth it. I really expected him to go here with his knight. Knight here was a really big surprise, I gotta say. Just holding the knight down this way. If he goes here, now I can go here. Boxing his knight out even further. Is that good though? He takes here. Yeah, this should be fine. I think taking here would be a mistake. Okay, pawn here. Not sure what that does. Mafia Elite. Happy 2020, Apple skip night 2019. I don't think Apple decides what year comes next. But yeah, I'm certainly not going to let Apple decide for me what year comes next. Alright, so knight here. Oh, he's threatening this. I have to come back. I could take. But again, that with the double isolated pawn. Actually, taking here looks like it wins a pawn. I'll go with that. Because knight here, he has to move the rook, and then I'm taking here. Oh, but he's got this. That's annoying. I'm just opening everything up, really. Also, this threatens my knight. I have to watch out for that. Okay, that doesn't help things, actually, because I'm still up a pawn. Let's go here. So I have an extra pawn. I need to get my king active. King up. Planning my king, getting my king up this way. This extra pawn here is my only advantage, really. That and the pair of knights, apparently, I've read this, I don't know how to deal with this, but apparently the pair of knights is better than the bishop and the knight. So for some reason, I don't know why. But pretty soon, I guess he's going to take here. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. All right, so let's go up this way. This pawn could be a target. Have to keep in mind about that. So I actually think his bishop is trapped here. I didn't even realize I was threatening to trap his bishop. But yeah, his bishop doesn't have any squares. So this looks like to be... This almost looks like game over. Yeah, Turtle Krampus, that is the one thing that chess.com can claim over Lichess is the multiple pre-move. So I agree that it should be added to Lichess. I'm not sure why they haven't done that, honestly. All right, GGCDDC. Well played up until the end game. I got to say, you know, the decision to trade rooks there, I don't agree with that, because after I was taking your pawn, one of your rooks could have come here, threatened my knight, and then you would have won my e-pawn after that. So, yeah, that wasn't necessary to trade all the rooks down. And then your bishop kind of got caught down here with no squares. So, yeah, good game other than that. Nicely played opening. I need to look more into the Queen's Indian, because yeah. All right, so Heroic wants to play quite a long time control. Heroic, man, as much as I'd like to play you, I think what I'm going to do is come into this game and challenge you, or no, I'll just send you a challenge here, because I don't have time for 15-10. So let's challenge Heroic to a 10 plus 5. How about that? Rated Heroic standard time control. Let's do that. So Heroic, sorry man. I'm gonna lower the time control a little bit, and hopefully, yeah, he accepts. Good. All right, so good luck, have fun. Canceling pre-moves is less intuitive on chess.com. Maybe that's the reason. No, I think canceling multiple pre-moves would be the same. Like, okay, Heroic. All right, so knight f3. He's remaining flexible. He hasn't committed to this. He hasn't committed to not the London or not the London. So I'm going to also be flexible here. All right, so now he's committed to not the London. So I'll go ahead and play d5. If someone tries to play the London against me, I like to do this nice little trick with g5. So that's why I don't play d5, because of queen here check, picking up the bishop. Heroic, do you have some evidence? I tend to trust people who are regular viewers of the stream. Plus, I gotta say, I don't even hardly mind if a viewer was listening in while I'm talking during a game. All right, so b3. Yeah, I seem to recall playing against Heroic in the past. b3 is not a normal move, but I guess it's possible. I normally want to play c4 and things like that, challenge my center. I don't know. What do I want to do here? Just let's try this. Yeah, I think that's what he did, Turtle. That's exactly what Fonza did. DC, yes, you can download the game. If you go into the analysis board, there's a menu button. You can save the PGN from there. I'll try to show you after this game if I remember. Okay, knight here. That's interesting. Try to finish developing my king side and castle. So part of the problem with the early bishop f5 in other lines is that white can go c4, take here and then go queen b3. But without playing c4 and with playing pawn b3, this can't be really punished. So it's just a good move for black. You'll see me in most lines though. I don't ever move this out here. Okay, now he's allowing me to trade off my dark square bishop. Oh, sorry, my bad bishop, right? So I'm happy to do that. That was his good bishop. So, okay, just put the bishop on a good square here and prepare to castle. Oh, is it just visible, Turtle Krampus? Yeah, you can copy the PGN and save that to a file, and then the file should be readable by Chessbase or any other software that you have. You could upload that PGN to another site, for example. But if you're wanting to analyze the game, though, I gotta say Lichess is the best place to do that. Lichess has the best options for computer analysis and for self-analysis, opening book, all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, this pawn break makes a lot of sense. He's threatening this. So yeah, nicely played. I think taking here just allows him to undouble. So I want to move one of these minor pieces so that this is not a fork. I don't mind if he trades or pushes because he still has the double pawns, right? Like I don't ever have to take here, is my point. So maybe bishop back, bishop here, I think. I may be going a little bit passive because like if he pushes, where do I put my knight? Back here, like and then all my pieces are on the second rank, and it's no fun. Could also just push here. Is that an option? No, it's not. I just lose a pawn. All right. Bishop here. Then after this, I'm not really looking forward to this bishop's future. Although maybe on this diagonal, I can point towards this way. But here just seems better. Because this diagonal seems better to me than here. So, although back here I had the option of targeting this pawn, right? These weak pawns really are my main focus in this game because of the way he's doubled them and weakened them. So I think bishop back to c7 makes the most sense. Okay. Yeah, so I think he's trying to prove the passivity of my pieces. Like, my plan for the knight is to go back here. I should be okay with that. Yeah, this is a logical move after my bishop left this diagonal. Probably I shouldn't have allowed him to do this, but I like the idea of my bishop coming here, hitting these weak pawns, one of these weak pawns anyway. You think white's better after e5? It's possible. It's possible, Fonza. He's kind of negated my idea of playing c5, right? Because that undoubles his pawns, but maybe I need to play for that anyway, just to be able to free my pieces. Yeah, I remember playing against Heroic in the past, and yeah, he's good in the opening, as I recall. Similar to another player on my stream, Ariel was taken. Although I don't really remember this game. So this was just a draw. We just agreed to a draw and a bishop opposite color ending, and the only other game we've ever played against each other. Okay. So knight back here. I guess he wants to play for f4, f5. That's logical. But he's now released the only defender here, so I can come here with tempo. Let's go ahead and do that. So this pawn's no longer defended anymore. I'm expecting knight c2, I guess? Yeah. Okay, now knight back here, followed by knight here and there. Although knight here, I mean, the f4, f5 plan just makes even more sense after I play my knight there. Maybe I need to undouble his pawns. Like, I'm not sure. Like, without being able to break on c5, I'm not sure what else I do here, honestly. Yeah, so I need to play this knight out, and then maybe I prepare it further with c8 or rook c8, but I can play c5 immediately. Because this is getting really uncomfortable. The king side here is becoming critical. Let's try this now. Himaru. Yeah, Hikaru is streaming and has 923 viewers, and he doesn't even play chess, but Sudoku now on stream. Oh my god. Why is he playing Sudoku? Is he waiting on an opponent to move or something? See, the thing is, if he's going for a kingside attack, most of his pieces are on the queen side, so it's interesting. After the knight takes one of these pawn thrusts, I'm not sure where the knight actually is going. I could probably think about coming in here with this weak square. And if this pawn thrust, maybe here, although this kind of damages my structure. But I kind of like the idea of a discovery here, actually. That's a nice little threat. Maybe he gives up his bishop for my knight. Alright, so yeah, I can't go here really. Or can I? Here, takes. This pawn is defended by the queen. Okay, let's just come back. I'm not sure what I accomplished there. I opened up the C file. Maybe that can be useful, I'm not sure. I finally realized why Hikaru reached 55 in Puzzle Rush and I just reached 34. It's because he's a premium member. Yeah, I think titled players get premium for free in chess.com. So go make 2300 and get your FM title. And yeah, you'll get all those features for free too. Alright, knight here now comes with a tempo on this pawn. So seems logical. Yeah, he's got the world record 55. No one's beaten 55 yet. Okay, so this threat here can be nullified, I think, with h6. Not sure what else to play here. He has ideas of like g4, g5 then, but maybe I'm defending. I'm not sure. I could also go knight f8, but then he just trades and my knight goes backwards. So it's no fun. So h6. I'm also, coincidentally threatening a fork here. So this is actually good now because his other rook can actually come in. So yeah, kudos to him for this. Is actually a decent move, right? Because now his rook comes into the game. I didn't realize the secondary purpose of this move was to open up his rook. But I've got rook c8 coming, hitting the defender of this pawn, so that's nice. So I'm expecting rook f1, and I'll play rook c8, hitting this knight. Oh, interesting. So now after knight takes here, he's got queen here. But then I have knight check. That doesn't work. Knight takes, knight check. Yeah, and then his rook, his king, and his queen are attacked, right? Because I'm about to take his rook, and then he has to move his queen. Yeah, I think he maybe miscalculated this. So this is threatening mate, but I've got a check here, winning the rook. I'm not seeing anything wrong with that, really. Let's try this. So after taking the knight, after taking the pawn, I think he has to go queen here, still defending the square, and then I would bring my knight back. So yeah, let's do that. Attacking the queen. Okay, so he missed knight e2, check. And now the cool thing is, after his king moves, I take his rook, and he can't take my knight, because I'm on his queen. So he has to move his queen, and then I save my knight, and I'm just a rook up for nothing. Yeah, like here again, he can't take my knight because I'm on his queen. So I'm gonna move my knight back here next move. I'm just a clean rook up. Yeah, so running a rook like this is pretty deadly. Yeah, he might still have some pressure on my king side. If he's able to get his pieces over to my king side, you know, this would have been much more dangerous. But just the queen and the rook, not too bad. Not too bad. Threatening this. All right, so g4. I gotta go queen check maybe. Yeah, let's get my queen into the attack. Now I'm attacking his king, right? His king is the one that's exposed. And now the pawn's pinned, so my knight isn't attacked, right? I can just carry on with like something like rook c8. Yeah, he's not going to take here. I take his queen. So rook c8 now. On this knight, again, trying to attack this pawn. I will code for money. I do not take bullet challenges. Sorry, 5 minutes and up for the stream, but I'm sorry to say I think this is going to be my last game, my last game of the stream. I have to quit a little bit earlier today. My wife and I have dinner plans tonight, so we have reservations we got to get to. Okay. So I'm tempted by taking here with the double attack. Yeah, let's go for that. Although after bishop takes, knight takes, he's on my queen. Yeah, that's no good actually. I don't want to do that because after taking his knight, he takes my bishop. Doesn't look like I have any queen checks to save the day in that case, so I'll take here first. Okay, now I can win this pawn. Okay, now I'm taking this pawn, I believe. I don't see anything wrong with that. Forking. Ah, good game, Hirok. Good game. Yeah, I felt like your kingside attack would have been more dangerous without moves like, you know, bishop a3 and knight back to c2. Like if you had kept this knight, you know, ready to come back this way, or moved it back that way, like getting the knight up to here with the support of your rook and queen, like those three pieces together might have been much more effective than just the power of the two pieces, the two major pieces. Because the knight can often be sacrificed, you know, as a clearance or whatever. Like if yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, you know, only the two pieces wasn't quite effective enough. Good game here, Rook. And Florian Schreeb asked me about my programming language. I have experience in a lot of different programming languages, but for the most part, at work right now, I'm working in PL/SQL, which is Oracle's proprietary language that they use on their Oracle database servers. So PL/SQL, but of course I have experience in Python, Java, C, C++, different things like that. When you're playing faster, you just lose your powers. Oh, okay. So the time control, you're blaming it on the 10-minute time control. Okay, sorry about that, man. I just didn't have enough time. I promised my wife I'd be done by 3:30 today. So thanks everyone for joining me. Let's find someone to raid really quick. I've been trying to end the stream more consistently with a raid. So this guy, there's a really strong player who started playing on Lichess called Alapasm or Alpapism. Unfortunately, he doesn't really seem to interact with chat very much. So I'm gonna go ahead and raid Pepe Lu again. Thanks again for everyone being here. Let's go ahead and join Pepe Lu's chat. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.